The rapid pace of the advance also surprised the Taliban. Assurances given to us given to American officials by Taliban leaders that their fighters would not, in fact, advance into Kabul itself, that they would stop. We believe, for good reason, that some effort was made to communicate that down to the rank and file, and it didn't happen. The fighters outran the capabilities of their commanders, and I think the fact that the Talibs were surprised is demonstrated in their reaction after the fall of the government. Gunfire all the time, explosions pretty much every day, alarms asking us to put on our flak jackets and helmets. And then you had the people who were actually out at the gates, the soldiers supported by American diplomats who were out at the gates to do the sort of final proper screening, all operating in a very very difficult and dangerous environment. It's almost impossible to describe how very difficult this was for our people. They came to power not because a large share of the Afghan population wanted them to come to power, but because they fought harder, longer, and in a more determined manner than anybody else was prepared to do. And the flip side of that is they don't have much in the way of popular support to fall back on as they and as the country is reeling through a whole series of problems. The generation that the United States and our European and other allies who were in Afghanistan invested in, for better or worse, most of those people are still there. And I think they remain a powerful potential force of influence as the country develops and evolves over the course of the coming few years, which is not to say that I think the fall of the Taliban is imminent, or that the Westernizers, if you will, or those in whom we invested are about to take over. But I still think that those millions of people are or will be a force for change.